Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So after the summer break, again we are going to start a class today for unit test 2 syllabus, which is lesson number 2, measurement. Now what is measurement? It is the process of finding the length, size or quantity of a substance. As we know that every substance has a certain mass and volume, and they are related to each other. Mass and volume of a substance are related to each other. Now what is mass and what is volume? These are two units used to measure objects. Mass and volume are two units which are used to measure objects. Now mass is the amount of matter an object contains in it. So it is mass is the amount of matter that an object contains, while volume is how much space the object is taking up. How much space the object takes up. This is volume. Now, as the mass of a substance is increased, the volume occupied by it also increases. And it is also found that equal volume of different substances have different masses. It means if volumes are equal, even then they have different masses. Like mass of one glass of water is more than mass of an equal volume, means one glass of kerosene. So volumes are the same but masses are different. It is because of the molecular arrangement. In water, molecules are more densely packed than in kerosene. So mass of water is more than that of kerosene. Then equal masses of different substances have different volumes. Masses are equal but space occupied by them is different. For example, the volume of common salt is much larger than the volume of an equal mass of an iron weight. When we place common salt and iron weight, we see that common salt is occupying more space. It occupies more volume. It has more volume than iron weight. It is also because of the molecular arrangement. The molecules in iron are more densely packed than in common salt. So molecules are densely packed in iron, so it occupies less space than common salt. So to explain that equal volumes of different substances have different masses and equal masses of different substances have different volumes, we use a physical property of matter that is called density. Now what is density? Density refers to how closely packed are the particles or molecules of a substance. So it is defined as mass per unit volume of a substance. What is density? Density is the mass per unit volume of a substance. So the more closely packed are the molecules, the more denser is the substance. So density of a given substance under specified conditions remains the same. It does not change. If the shape or size of the substance changes, the density never changes. So density is the characteristic property of a substance. If we change the shape or size of the substance, its density does not change with the change in shape or size. So and density is different for different materials. In SI system, the unit of density is kilogram per cubic meter, and in CGS system the unit of density is gram per cubic centimeter. 1 kilogram per cubic meter equals to 10 raised to the power minus 3 gram per cubic centimeter, or 1 gram per cubic centimeter equals to 1000 kilogram per cubic meter. If the volume of water is 1 cubic centimeter, then its mass is found to be 1 gram. So density of water is 1 gram per cubic centimeter in CGS system and 1000 kilogram per cubic meter in the SI system. The density of iron in CGS system is 7.8 gram per cubic centimeter and 7800 kilogram per cubic meter in the SI system. So next is measurement of density of regular solid and measurement of density of irregular solids. So how will you measure the density of regular solids? So mass, as we know, density equals to mass upon volume. So mass of regular solid is measured by a beam balance and volume is measured by using the formulae. Some of the formulas are given in this table. Like for cube, the formula of volume is side into side or side cube. For cuboid, it is length into breadth into height, or L into B into H. For cylinder, it is pi into r square, radius square into height. Then cone, pi upon 3 into radius square into height. Sphere, 4 upon 3 into pi into radius cube. So these are some of the formulas to find out the volume, and mass is found out by beam balance. Now measurement of density of irregular solids. How we will measure the density of irregular solids? As we know, density equals to mass upon volume. So we have to measure the mass and volume both. So mass of the solid can be measured by beam balance, and to know the volume of the solid, we have to measure the volume of the liquid displaced by the irregular solid when it is immersed completely in the liquid. So for this we will go through one activity. So in this activity it is shown how we can measure the density of irregular solid which is heavier than water. So things needed are a measuring cylinder, a beam balance, water, a stone, a piece of thread, and the method is we have to measure the mass of the stone by a beam balance and let it be m grams. Now we fill the measuring cylinder. This is the measuring cylinder. We fill it partly with water. Now what is the next step? We will note the level of water and it will let it be V1 ml. Then we tie the given stone, we tie with a thread and we immerse it completely in water. Then now we will note the final reading of the level. Let it be V2. Level of water is now V2. Now what have we observed? We have observed that as the stone is immersed in water, it displaces water and the water level rises in the cylinder. This was V1 and now this is V2. This is the final reading and this was the initial reading. So how will we calculate the density of the stone? Volume of the stone equals to volume of water displaced. Now let's see how we will calculate its density. So we know that the volume of the stone equals to volume of the liquid displaced. So volume of the stone V equals to V2 minus V1. Final level minus initial level of water. And 1 ml equals to 1 cubic centimeter. So V equals to V2 minus V1 cubic centimeter. So density of the stone equals to mass of the stone upon volume of the stone, that is m upon V gram per cubic centimeter. So what is the conclusion here? The conclusion is the density of an irregular solid can be measured by measuring its mass and volume. And we can also measure the density of an irregular solid by using Eureka can. This is a Eureka can. A Eureka can is a glass or metal beaker with a spout on its one side. It contains liquid up to its spout and the excess of liquid overflows through the spout. If the liquid is extra, what liquid comes out through this spout. Now let's go through the activity. How can we measure the density of an irregular solid heavier than water using a Eureka can? So what we have to do, the things needed are Eureka can, a beaker, a beam balance, water, a stone, a piece of thread and a measuring cylinder. So first we measure the mass of the stone by a beam balance and let it be m grams. Now place a beaker under the spout of a Eureka can like this. This is a Eureka can and we place one beaker under the spout of the Eureka can. Now pour water in the Eureka can till the water starts overflowing through the spout. Pour water and the extra water will start flowing and it will be collected in this beaker. Now when the water has stopped dripping, remove this beaker. When all the water has fallen down, has come into this beaker and now it has stopped flowing, we remove this beaker. Now we empty this beaker, dry it and again place it under the spout. Now we tie the stone with a thread and immerse it into the Eureka can. Water will be displaced by the stone. So this displaced water will start overflowing through the spout and it will collect into the empty beaker. When the stone is fully immersed and the water stops dripping now, then we remove this beaker and pour the collected water from the beaker to a measuring cylinder, and then now we measure this water in this by this measuring cylinder. Now we note the reading of lower meniscus of measuring cylinder. Let it be VML. Let the volume be VML. Now volume of water in measuring cylinder is VML. Volume of water displaced by the stone equals to the volume of stone. So VML equals to V cubic centimeter. As we know, 1 ml equals to 1 cubic centimeter. Hence volume of stone is V cubic centimeter. So density of the stone is mass of stone upon volume of the stone. D equals to m upon V gram per cubic centimeter. So the density of irregular solid can be measured by measuring its mass and volume using a Eureka can. So now what we have come to know, that this much water was displaced. We measure in this measuring cylinder, this was the volume of the water displaced. So the volume of the stone equals to this volume of the liquid displaced. So density equals to mass upon volume, where mass is m and volume is v. This much water has been displaced. So the volume of the stone equals to the water displaced by the stone.